Curb Your Enthusiasm is back for its 12th and final season, and people generally seem to be enjoying it. The Metacritic rating of the season is quite good. Not everyone loves it though, admittedly. Here is what Marjorie Greene had to say about the new season. I watched this week's episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and it was a glaring reminder of why most Georgians resent Republicans in our state for inviting the nasty commies from California, the Hollywood elites, into our state by dishing out Hollywood tax credits. This week's episode lied and painted Georgia conservatives and Trump supporters as racists and rednecks and made fun of our good new law, amazing grasp of the English language, that stops the Stacey Abrams vote pandering machine and prevents voter fraud. I don't know what the pandering has to do with anything. We in Georgia are fed up with disgusting Hollywood and their disgusting values and elite judgment in our state that is trying to turn Georgia blue. Look, if anybody's trying to turn Georgia blue in the last few election cycles, it's been Trump, because he's the one putting forward absolute chuckleheads for Senate, which is why the Democrats have won some of those elections. But you might wonder, okay, why is she all worked up? What's gotten her so aggravated? Probably long COVID combined with ivermectin, but chemical stuff aside, she did watch the episode, I guess. Remember, she watches a lot of TV. She watches the Damage Report from time to time. Hey, Marge. So at the end of episode 1 of the new season, lead character Larry David is arrested for handing water to a friend waiting in line to vote, which is technically not allowed. In the second episode, he leaves jail and he's hailed as a liberal icon by Morning Joe, former Georgia politician and Democrat Stacey Abrams, and even Bruce Springsteen. So he gets kind of accidentally drawn into politics or whatever. So they're lying here, according to Marge. They're lying by having this scenario where a person would get arrested for handing water to voters, and she is kind of correct, but also lying at the same time, and that's what makes it so fun. So she is only kind of correct, not because they didn't do this in Georgia and she didn't support it in Georgia. No, they did, and she did. But last year, a judge partially struck down the Georgia ban on giving voters food and water in polling lines. So technically you can now do it, but they totally tried to outlaw it. If they ended up looking anti-democratic or racist or whatever for this bill, that's only because they did the bill. And she was perfectly supportive of this, of petty stuff like wanting people to be thirsty and hungry in line so they'd quit and not vote, or even the bill, and this part I think is still in, forced you to write your birth date on the outer envelope of mail-in ballots. And you might wonder, well, what does that have to do with voting? Nothing. It's just a thing that would be easy to forget or not know that you have to do, that they can use to disqualify ballots. That's it. This entire bill is designed to make it so that people can't vote, because when they do vote, Georgia's looking more blue these days, at least purple. That's why Dems have been winning some elections there. And she doesn't want that at all. So she can complain about Hollywood and nasty commies. What she doesn't like is the fact that Georgians increasingly don't agree with her or her colleagues. Sharon, what do you think?
And she doesn't know about the judge partially overturning anything. So I vote for the flat out lying across the board, but I understand. You want to be correct. You want to give her a little bit of credit here. That's exactly what's going on. Kudos to Curb Your Enthusiasm and Larry David. I haven't watched. I'll catch up. I'll do like the marathon or something at some point. But I think it's beautiful. And you know what would really be great? And maybe this is what she's angling for. Marjorie Taylor Greene should try to get a guest spot. Even if she's the butt of whatever the joke is. She should try to just go on there, play herself. And maybe that'll be the best way to defend against this incredible comedy genius.
Mm-hmm. They should, even if they don't have her on, they should incorporate her tweeting about Larry David into the show somehow. I would love that.
Oh, that's perfect.
And finally, we hate Hollywood. You guys love the tiny, pathetic version of Hollywood you have. Keep Kevin Sorbo off Fox News for one day if you hate it so much. Dean Cain, if you hate it so much. And you guys love coming to California to raise money from conservatives in Hollywood. So shut up with your lies. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.